All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, I have always known that the political elites in Nigeria had no respect for the masses, but the APC, particularly under this government, have taken disrespecting the masses to another level. Tinubu, through his Committee on Fiscal Policies and Taxation, made a revelation in an interview yesterday that spits on the collective sensibilities of Nigerians. And no matter the reason you put forward for supporting this government, being disrespected like this by a fellow adult should piss any normal human being off. Now, for the past 11 months in this country, Nigerians have not had peace. There is no sector of the economy that has not gone worse. Instead of trying to calm the tide, this government has taken the torture of the Nigerian people to another level. In the last 5 weeks, they have increased electricity tariffs by 300%, and they said it is mainly for manufacturers, as if we are fools. Who does not know that when the cost of manufacturing, the cost of production increases, who does not know that it is consumers that will bear the burden? 2 days ago, it was 0.5% cyber security tax that was imposed on all deposits. And few hours ago, they have come out to announce that they have to increase the value-added tax in that ill-fated interview. Now, if there is any tax that worsens inflation, it is the value-added tax. When Buhari took it from 5% to 7.5% in 2020, 10 million Nigerians fell below the poverty level. Now, this administration is set to increase it. But seeing that many Nigerians, including supporters of this government, are groaning and cursing the government, Tinubu, through his fiscal committee, came out and spoke to Nigerians in a way that one would speak to toddlers. They spoke to Nigerians as if we have no brains. Before I show you what they said and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this update that has got Nigerians talking. Northern elders oppose central bank cyber security levy on Nigerians, says it is illegal. A prominent socio-cultural organization representing the interest of Northern Nigeria, Northern Elders Forum, has described the Central Bank of Nigeria's recent decision to impose a cyber security levy on bank customers as arbitrary, illegal, and out of touch with the realities faced by Nigerians. NEF's Director, Publicity and Advocacy, Abdulaziz Suleiman, in a statement on Thursday, expressed the organization's dissatisfaction with the policy, citing the escalating cost associated with banking transactions as a result of multiple charges. The NEF said, in a country already grappling with economic challenges and hyper-inflammatory conditions, the additional financial burden imposed by the cyber security levy is unjust and unfair, and urged the government and relevant stakeholders to find a sustainable solution that strikes a fair balance between enhancing cyber security and alleviating the financial strain on the Nigerian populace. It is imperative that the administration takes into account the concerns raised by a vast majority of Nigerians and prioritizes policies that protect the interest of the people while also fostering economic growth and development. The forum stance highlights the importance of considering the impact of regulations on ordinary citizens and advocating for measures that promote financial inclusion and alleviate economic challenges. It is crucial that the government listens to concerns of organizations like NEF and works towards implementing policies that benefit all Nigerians rather than burdening them with additional costs and hardship. The NEF urges the authorities and relevant stakeholders to engage in meaningful review and find a solution that addresses the legitimate concerns raised by the public regarding the cybersecurity levy. Honestly, if I say I am not surprised by the constant whining and complaining of the Northern Elders Forum about the Tinubu administration, then I won't be saying the truth. What were these people expecting, for God's sake? And to be honest, during the campaigns, they didn't say they were supporting Tinubu because they wanted Nigeria to be good. What most of them came out to say on air was that it was jihad to vote against a Muslim ticket. some members of the Northern Elders Forum came out and aired it. So why are they now expecting him to look at governance critically when they did not look at their choices critically? And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by Free Africa says, the cyber security tax is a product of your Muslim ticket. Why are you complaining now? I thought your Muslim ticket was going to favor you people. Mumus don't complain. They enjoy what Muslim ticket government gives them. That is it. You made it your priority. So I think anytime this administration does what they don't like, they should just go back, maybe sit down and sing some Muslim songs and just enjoy themselves. And this tweet by Frontliner says, if they don't want it, then let's meet on the street and cry the frustration. Let them go to the streets and cry. It has come to a point in this country where we have to speak to one another like this sometimes. Elections were coming. You made us all look like fools for saying, let us do the right thing. Now you are coming to speak grammar, to talk as if you know how a government should be run. But you never considered all these things pre-elections. Now, let us look at that lie that the Committee on Fiscal Policies and Taxes told to Nigerians. A lie that even a 6-year-old would not take. Look at how the papers reported it. Tinubu's government conjuring magic to increase value-added tax without prices of goods going up in Nigeria. Taiwo Oyedele. The Bola Tinubu administration is considering another increase in value-added tax rate in Nigeria, but maintains it has a secret source to keep prices of goods at the same rate across the country. Impossible. The chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele, disclosed this on Monday at a policy exposure and impact assessment seminar organized by the committee, where he announced that the VAT revenue sharing formula would be reviewed. Mr. Oyedele's statement comes nearly a year after he warned Nigerians that the administration would make life impossible for people not captured in the country's draconian tax brackets. Critics at the time said Mr. Oyedele's push to expand tax receipts for the government failed to consider the poor economic conditions of Nigerians. Youth unemployment still lingers above 50% in the country. Prices of goods and services rose sharply when Nigeria last increased VAT from 5% to 7.5% effective February 1, 2020. Mr. Oyedele then announced, so we therefore need to adjust the VAT rate upward. We would ensure that it does not affect businesses. The only thing is to look at basic consumption from food, education, medical services and accommodation will carry 0% VAT. So for poor and small businesses, no VAT. He added, we have spoken to businesses about it and they won't increase the product price. We want to make sure when we do VAT reform, no one will increase the price of commodities. We will work the mathematics with the private sector. There is no mathematics to work with the private sector. It is impossible to increase value-added tax VAT and private sectors will not increase price of commodities. It is not possible because you are taxing them. How can you ask them not to increase prices? It has never happened anywhere in the world. What Mr. Oyedele is simply saying here is like the lies that parents tell their, sick kids in those days. When your child is sick and he needs to take a shot, an injection, then you while taking him to the clinic, he discovers you are taking him to the clinic and he starts crying. Then you lie to the kid. You say, no, we are just going to say hi to the doctor. He's not going to give you any shot, no injections. You wait until he gets there and then he starts crying. He has no choice but to take it. That is what this man is trying to do to Nigerians. Seeing that they are already draining the life out of people with other taxes, they themselves know that what they are doing is not reasonable. They know it does not make sense. But listen to what this man is telling his fellow adults. Do you think we are dumb? Have we come to this level? And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here says, not only VAT rates, probate tax, income tax, property tax, pension tax, migration tax, and others need to increase. We need to expand the tax net so people can pay more and the poor won't be able to breathe. We stand on this mandate. This guy here is mocking Tinubu supporters. Let us stand on the mandate. Let him drain the life out of everybody. Maybe then Nigerians will have sense. And this tweet here by Pat says, to increase VAT is only what is in your head. Why don't you think of bringing more industries into the country so that people can get employed? Why is Satan selecting people in authority for Nigeria? Nigeria sins are unforgivable. Chai! My brother, Nigerians need to do more for themselves. If the people can stand up for themselves, all this won't be happening. And this tweet by Naya says, how about creating more jobs, improving on existing social amenities, and reducing cost of governance? They don't think about that. All they think about is how to rain more hardship on the people. And this tweet here says, hurry up with the planned increase. Nigerians are divided by tribe and religion, willing to accept any dehumanization. I'm telling you, the people are just being dehumanized. You need to see what is going on the streets in this country. People have fallen below the level of shame. There is no threshold for begging again just to earn a living. And these guys are still talking about making the situation worse. What? And this tweet by Rauf Muhyiddin says, how about increasing employment and reducing poverty? No, they won't think towards that direction. Rather focus on milking off what is left of the poor and needy. Sigh. We will never get to the end of this. This is how we will continue to complain as a people, and the APC will never change. If we know we are tired of suffering, if the people are sick and tired of being poor, of being hungry, and living hopeless in a land with plenty, the people know what to do. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news where we not go like. Why? Because not because of now I dey here, so don't go away.